In a world where connections can be fleeting, understanding the nuances of attraction is key. Imagine mastering the art of how to get ladies to like you, delving into the mysterious realm of how to make a woman fall in love with you, and discovering the secrets to how to attract a girl that doesn't like you. These concepts might seem daunting, but with the right approach, they can be unlocked. Navigating the intricate dance of how to seduce a woman requires more than just charm. It's about genuine connection and respect. Similarly, understanding how to attract a woman, or even how to attract a female, involves tapping into her emotions and demonstrating the qualities she values most. In this exploration, we'll reveal 12 proven tricks on how to attract a girl that doesn't like you. These insights are not about manipulation, but about fostering a genuine bond, showing her your true self, and understanding her needs. You will learn how to create an irresistible presence that speaks volumes. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into these captivating themes, ensuring you not only capture her attention, but also her heart. Embrace the journey of discovery and let each step guide you closer to understanding and attraction. Trick 1. The power of a smile. Have you ever wondered what the secret is to making a great first impression? It may be simpler than you think. A study conducted by Clare Conway University in the United Kingdom provides a fascinating answer. Research shows that smiling and making direct eye contact can significantly increase your attractiveness and likability. Scientific evidence supports this. According to the study, 76% of participants felt more inclined to interact with someone who smiled at them compared to someone who did not smile. This finding highlights the profound impact a simple smile has on social interactions. Study participants reported feeling more comfortable and interested when they were greeted by a happy, confident face. This is because a smile is a universal sign of friendliness and positivity. It sends signals to the brain that the person who is smiling is approachable and trustworthy. But why does this work? Smiling triggers the release of endorphins, natural feel-good chemicals in the body. When you smile, you not only look more attractive but also make those around you feel happier. It's a win-win situation. This simple act can open the door to deeper, more meaningful connections. Have you ever noticed how a sincere smile can light up someone's entire face? It's contagious. Next time you're in a social setting, give it a try. Smile at a person who acknowledges you and see how their reaction changes. Do they smile back? Do they seem more open to conversation? Interacting with others on an emotional level is key to building connections. A smile is the first step in breaking down barriers and creating a positive atmosphere. It is a nonverbal signal that conveys warmth and friendliness, making others feel appreciated and comfortable. Share your experiences and discuss how a simple smile can change the dynamics of our social interactions. Trick 2. Look her in the eyes or forehead. If you want to attract a girl's attention, you need to show genuine interest and make her feel valued. It might seem straightforward, but nervousness can make approaching someone challenging. You can't act too busy, too cool, or too distracted if you want her to notice you. When she comes near, put your phone away, stop looking around, and focus on her. Here are some ways to reach out effectively. Smile when she walks toward or passes you. Use an open body position. Avoid standing with your arms crossed. Pay attention to your facial expressions. Don't frown or glare. Don't fidget or look at the floor. One crucial aspect of making a good impression is maintaining eye contact. It doesn't matter if you can hear her clearly or if you're standing close. If you don't look her in the eye, she'll think you don't care about what she's saying. To show genuine interest, focus on her eyes or forehead. The gaze effect highlights that looking into someone's eyes helps establish a deeper and more authentic connection. Eye contact increases trust and makes the other person perceive you as more familiar and trustworthy. So, what makes eye contact so powerful? When we look into someone's eyes, our brain releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone which fosters feelings of trust and connection. This simple act can transform a casual conversation into a meaningful interaction. Imagine the difference between a fleeting glance and a steady, sincere gaze. Which one would make you feel more valued? Think about a time when someone truly listened to you. How did it feel when they looked you in the eyes and showed they cared? That's the effect you want to create. By maintaining eye contact, you convey that you value her thoughts and feelings, making her more likely to feel a connection with you. Incorporating scientific insights, like the gaze effect, not only enhances your social interactions but also demonstrates that you're attentive and considerate. So next time you find yourself in a conversation, remember to look into her eyes. You'll not only make a lasting impression, but also foster a deeper, more authentic connection. Trick 3. Mention her name. Our name is the most important word to our ears. Experts suggest that calling someone by their first name makes them feel valuable, special, and appreciated. But why does this happen? This phenomenon is not just psychological but also supported by science. Studies show that hearing our own name activates specific areas in our brain associated with self-identity and personal relevance. There are several regions in the left hemisphere that show greater activation to one's own name, including the middle frontal cortex, middle and superior temporal cortex, and cuneus. These findings provide evidence that hearing one's own name has unique brain functioning activation specific to one's own name in relation to the names of others. When you mention a girl's name, her brain shifts its focus away from other tasks and pays more attention to you. This simple act can create a deeper and more meaningful connection. How can you use this to your advantage? Start by asking her name. Then, make it a point to mention her name at least 3 times during your conversation. You might notice she's a little nervous, but that's because she feels unique and special at that moment. She feels appreciated and important because very few people pay attention to the mention of the word she is most attached to, her name. Try this technique and notice the positive changes it brings to your interactions. Trick 4. Talk about the topic that interests her most. Engaging in a conversation about what someone loves most can captivate their attention and create a strong connection. As Maria Montessori notes in The Making of Man, people are naturally drawn to discussions about their favorite subjects. This means that no matter how attractive or wealthy you might be, you'll lose her interest if you don't touch on topics she cares about. To make a lasting impression, discover what she's passionate about. If you're unsure where to start, try asking open-ended questions such as, what hobbies or interests do you enjoy the most? Is there a topic you could talk about for hours? What was the last thing you read or watched that fascinated you? According to a study by the University of California, engaging in conversations about shared interests can increase positive feelings and build stronger relationships. Remember, the goal is to genuinely connect on an emotional level. Listening attentively and showing curiosity about her interests will make her feel valued and understood, setting the stage for a deeper bond. Trick 5. Embracing vulnerability. How often have you heard that true strength lies in vulnerability? When you open up about your weaknesses, you create an opportunity for a deep connection. What are the fears that have kept you awake at night? What past difficulties have you overcome? By sharing these personal stories and the lessons learned, you demonstrate trust and invite her to do the same. But why is this the case? Research shows that couples who practice emotional honesty are happier and more satisfied with their relationships. In fact, a study by Dr. Brené Brown revealed that vulnerability is the foundation of meaningful human connection. Couples who engage in open and honest communication are 30% more likely to report higher levels of relationship satisfaction. How many times are we afraid to show our true selves, fearing rejection, when in fact it could bring us closer together? Are you ready to take that step towards deeper intimacy? How might sharing your true self transform your relationship? Are you ready to take that leap and embrace the power of vulnerability? Trick 6. Mastering the art of subtle mimicry. Have you ever noticed how people tend to unconsciously imitate each other's gestures and expressions when they get along well? This intriguing psychological phenomenon is known as the chameleon effect. It plays a fascinating role in social interactions, especially when it comes to building rapport and attraction. The science behind the chameleon effect. According to research, we naturally mimic the gestures and behaviors of those we like or have a favorable impression of. This subtle mimicry happens without us even realizing it. But did you know that by intentionally mimicking someone's gestures, you can actually enhance their positive feelings towards you? It's all about creating a sense of similarity and shared experience. Why does this work? The brain is wired to respond positively to similarities. When someone sees their own gestures reflected in your actions, their brain registers this as a sign of affinity and understanding. This subconscious signal can significantly increase their liking for you. It's like saying, "We're in sync," without uttering a word. How can you practice subtle imitation without it feeling forced? To use this technique effectively, it's crucial to be subtle and natural. Overdoing it can come off as insincere or awkward. The key is to blend these imitative actions seamlessly into your conversation. Practicing subtle imitation without it feeling forced can be an artful way to build rapport and connection with others. Here are some tips and examples to help you achieve this naturally. Tips for subtle imitation. 1. Observe and listen carefully. Pay close attention to the person's body language, speech patterns, and behavior. Notice their tone of voice, pace of speaking, and gestures. 2. Start with small mirroring. Begin by subtly mirroring their body language. If they lean forward, you can slightly lean forward too. Mimic their facial expressions in a gentle way. If they smile, return a soft smile. 3. Match their energy level. Align your energy with theirs. If they are calm and soft-spoken, adopt a similar tone. If they are enthusiastic and lively, reflect that energy without overdoing it. 4. Use similar phrases and vocabulary. Incorporate some of their frequently used phrases or words into your conversation. Match their level of formality or informality in speech. 5. Adapt to their interests. Show genuine interest in their hobbies and topics they are passionate about. Share stories or experiences that resonate with their interests. 6. Maintain authenticity. Ensure your imitation feels natural to you and fits your personality. Avoid exaggeration or mimicry that feels out of character for you. Are you ready to experiment with the chameleon effect in your next interaction? What subtle gestures will you try to mirror to create that magical connection? Trick 7. Give her compliments. Compliments have profound psychological effects on the human mind. According to a study by the University of Pennsylvania, giving praise benefits both the giver and the receiver. Compliments make us feel good and can create a positive connection between individuals. So, what should you consider when giving a compliment to make her feel truly appreciated and special? If you want to genuinely connect with a woman, knowing how to give a meaningful compliment is crucial. A generic remark like "you look so sexy in that dress" might not make the impact you're hoping for, as it may come across as superficial. Instead, focus on specific and genuine aspects that make her unique. This requires being a careful observer and appreciating the subtleties that set her apart. Imagine how she might feel if you said, "You are very good at talking to new people. How do you do it? You have the most wonderful laugh I've ever heard. You really know how to cheer people up. It's a real skill." These compliments show that you notice and value her unique qualities, making her feel truly seen and appreciated. The psychology behind compliments. Have you ever wondered why a well-placed compliment feels so powerful? Research indicates that receiving praise activates the reward centers in our brains, similar to eating chocolate or winning a prize, stimulating emotional attraction. Compliments also play a vital role in building emotional attraction. Compliments can increase self-esteem, boost mood, and even improve performance. This is why giving a sincere compliment can create a strong emotional bond. Trick 8. Ask her for a small favor. The Benjamin Franklin effect is a fascinating psychological phenomenon in which individuals tend to like someone more after doing them a favor, even if they initially had no positive feelings toward that person. This effect revolves around cognitive dissonance, where the brain justifies actions to maintain a consistent self-image. When someone helps you, their mind works to align their actions with a positive perception of you. To get someone to see you in a new, positive light, start by asking for small favors. This technique can be surprisingly effective in cultivating feelings of closeness and affection. For example, if you know the woman, you could ask, "Maria, could you please tell me the time?" or "Maria, can you lend me a pencil?" If you don't know her, simply saying, "Hello, can you help me find this address?" can serve as an excellent icebreaker. When making these requests, present them in a way that sparks curiosity and engagement. This approach not only piques interest but also makes the interaction more engaging. The potential emotional and psychological impact of these small favors is significant. By enticing someone to perform a small act of kindness, you subtly invite them to invest in you emotionally. This investment can lead to a stronger, more positive connection. Consider this: how often have you found yourself feeling closer to someone after helping them, even in a small way? It's a powerful dynamic that can turn mundane interactions into meaningful connections. Scientific studies support this phenomenon. In a classic experiment, researchers found that participants who helped someone evaluated that person more positively than those who did not. This effect stems from the brain's need to resolve cognitive dissonance by adjusting attitudes to actions. The person who helps you may like you more afterward. This small act creates a psychological connection that can pave the way for deeper interactions. Trick 9. Focus on her and talk very little about yourself. To truly connect with any woman, start by seeing her for who she is: her dreams, her fears, and her passions. In communication, authenticity is valued, and there's nothing more attractive than someone who is genuinely interested in the lives of others. Engage in meaningful conversations. Let your interest be the spark that ignites a deeper connection. Studies show that people often prefer talking about themselves over listening to or understanding others. When someone talks about themselves, it activates the brain's reward mechanism, releasing dopamine, a hormone that creates satisfaction and happiness. So if you want to make a good impression, let her talk as much as she wants. She will feel that you are someone who knows how to communicate effectively and will be more attracted to you. Listen not only with your ears but also with your heart. That's a powerful feeling, isn't it? By allowing her to share her thoughts and experiences, you'll not only make her feel appreciated, but you'll also learn what's really important to her. This understanding can lead to deeper and more meaningful conversations, laying the foundation for a sincere connection. In the realm of love, understanding is the bridge that connects two people. When you focus on understanding her world, you create a space where she feels comfortable and appreciated. This approach aligns with the principles of emotional intelligence, which emphasize empathy and active listening as key elements of successful communication. So next time you engage in a conversation, challenge yourself to listen more and talk less. What might you discover about her and yourself in the process? Trick 10. Improve your communication skills. Communication is an art that extends beyond words. In fact, only 30% of what we communicate is through verbal language, while 70% is expressed through body language. To connect with people, especially women, mastering communication is essential. Effective communication is important in any relationship. The art of conversation can help you connect deeply and win the affection of any woman. Instead of just chatting, engage in meaningful discussions. Ask thought-provoking questions, share your insights, and show genuine interest in her answers. Cultural values promote clear and engaging communication, so let your words become a witty, seductive, and sincere dance that captures her attention and heart. To keep the conversation engaging, connect topics seamlessly and maintain a coherent storyline. Ask intriguing questions to spark curiosity, such as, "What do you think about how technology shapes our emotions?" This invites her to share her perspective, creating a dynamic dialogue that goes beyond the surface. People are naturally attracted to those who make them feel heard and valued. By actively listening and responding with empathy, you can establish a deeper connection. For example, if she shares a personal experience, acknowledge her feelings and offer insights, or ask questions to explore further. Additionally, incorporating nonverbal cues can yield amazing results. Scientific research emphasizes the importance of nonverbal signals in communication. Studies in social psychology highlight that gestures, eye contact, and tone of voice can significantly influence perceptions of likability and trustworthiness. Maintaining eye contact and nodding while listening can create a feeling of intimacy and harmony. Adapting your communication style to cultural norms will enhance your ability to connect. In communication cultures, frankness and openness are highly valued, so express yourself clearly and honestly. Use humor appropriately to lighten the mood and build rapport. Improving your communication skills involves mastering both verbal and nonverbal cues. By engaging in meaningful conversations, showing genuine interest, and understanding psychological and cultural nuances, you can create connections that are both deep and lasting. Remember, the goal is not just to be heard, but to listen and understand, creating a dance of words that resonates deeply with the people you want to connect with. Trick 11. Leave at the best moment of the conversation. Letting a conversation culminate at its peak is an effective strategy that can leave a lasting impression. When a conversation is engaging and full of excitement, ending it on a high note creates a feeling of intrigue and anticipation for future interactions. But how exactly can you master this art? Here are some psychological insights and strategies to consider. Why leaving at the high point works. Psychologically, when a conversation ends at a moment of high engagement, the brain tends to remember it as a positive and stimulating experience. This phenomenon, known as the peak end rule, shows that people evaluate experiences based on how they feel at the most intense moment and at the end. By leaving with a high level of excitement, you ensure that the interaction is remembered as vibrant and engaging. Pay attention to the energy and enthusiasm in the conversation. Is she laughing, smiling, or showing genuine interest? This is your cue to exit gracefully. Ask an intriguing question before you leave. This leaves her wanting more. For example, have you ever thought about how our memories shape our future choices? Share a short story or anecdote. Offer a brief, interesting story related to the topic at hand. Then end gracefully with a promise to continue the conversation later. Plan your next interaction. Suggest a follow-up meeting or chat to continue the discussion. This creates anticipation and gives her something to look forward to. Leave with a compliment or positive note. Ending with a compliment can leave a warm feeling. For example, "I'd really like to hear your perspective on that topic. You have a unique way of thinking." By leaving questions unanswered or topics unexplored, you stimulate curiosity. The desire to find answers can make your presence more memorable and desirable. Zeigarnik effect. This psychological principle states that people remember unfinished tasks or incomplete stories better than completed ones. By leaving at the climax, you create an unfinished conversation that naturally invites continuation. Trick 12. The magic of kindness. In a world often marked by the clamor of everyday life, kindness emerges as a universal language, a gentle force that transcends barriers and unites us in our shared humanity. Imagine a day when everyone you encounter offers a small act of kindness, a smile, a helping hand, or a moment of genuine listening. How might that change your perception of the world and your place within it? Kindness, in its purest form, is the golden thread that weaves the fabric of connection between individuals, creating a tapestry of empathy and understanding. the ripple effect of small acts. Consider this a simple gesture like holding the door open for someone can set off a chain reaction, inspiring others to act with similar consideration. But why does kindness have such a profound impact on our lives? From a psychological perspective, acts of kindness fulfill a fundamental human need for connection. According to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, belongingness and love are essential components of our psychological health. Kindness fosters these connections by showing others that we value and appreciate them, nurturing relationships that are vital for emotional well-being. The science behind kindness is as compelling as its impact. Studies in the field of positive psychology have demonstrated that practicing kindness can reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and improve overall happiness. Kindness activates the brain's reward system, reinforcing positive behaviors and promoting a sense of fulfillment. This aligns with findings that altruistic behavior is associated with increased levels of the neurotransmitter serotonin, which helps regulate mood and social behavior. In a world that often prioritizes speed and efficiency over compassion, let kindness be the beacon that guides our way, bringing light to the darkest corners and reminding us of our capacity for empathy and love. In conclusion, mastering the art of attraction isn't about manipulating or deceiving, it's about understanding and connecting on a deeper level. By following these 12 proven tricks, you're not just learning how to get ladies to like you, but also building genuine connections that can lead to meaningful relationships. Remember, the key is to be authentic, confident, and attentive to her needs and feelings. Embrace the power of subtle seduction and thoughtful gestures. Show her that you genuinely care about her as a person. Use your newfound knowledge to understand how to make a woman fall in love with you by being emotionally available and supportive. When you learn how to attract a girl that doesn't like you, it's crucial to respect her boundaries and give her the space she needs while consistently showing your best self. How to seduce a woman isn't about grand gestures or cheesy pickup lines. It's about creating an emotional and intellectual connection that leaves a lasting impression. Understand that how to attract a woman involves a blend of confidence, respect, and genuine interest in her life. Always remember, the journey of learning how to attract a female isn't about changing who you are, but about becoming the best version of yourself. When you focus on self-improvement and maintaining a stoic yet approachable demeanor, you'll naturally attract women who appreciate and value you. Support our mission of spreading wisdom and confidence by hitting the like button and subscribing to the Stoic Goddess channel. Share your thoughts in the comments and hit the notification bell to catch more amazing videos. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.